Ruin has found you at last. My protege. My friend. Our calculations were correct. The ephemeral equation is unbalanced. The Earth spins on a strange and terrifying new axis. And everywhere, unbridled consequence. The world is a wasteland of failures past. And yet, you must ride out into it, unafraid. Take this. It is hope, the very last of it. It is yours now. You were bold once. Be bold once more. Free yourself from this suffocating stillness. Fix your gaze on the horizon. And face the fearsome truth of the darkest dungeon.
Hello, viewer. Welcome back to Darkest Dungeon 2. So, last run with the best medicine didn't exactly go... Well, it would be wrong to say it didn't go well. It went very well. We just got completely steamrolled by the final boss, which, if we're going to be steamrolled by anything, I guess the final boss is the most acceptable one. But, if you couldn't tell from the title of this video, we're actually going to try a different team composition this time, and, to be honest, I'm not expecting it to go well. We'll talk about that as we get into the team building phase. So, as always, I hereby acknowledge and accept the fullness and severity of my mistakes, such as denial.
You have cowered in your crumbling denial long enough.
Yeah, let's saunter on up to the crossroads.
The crossroads. A beacon for the broken and the battered.
So, oh my goodness. You know, I was actually thinking of doing a party with the occultist, but considering our occultist is starting with the breacher, which basically is awful for any back rank class, I guess we definitely can't do that. So, what I actually planned on doing was the Sisters of Battle, and that composition is Hellion.
Beneath bloodlust and fury, there is emptiness and shame.
Sorry, Runaway.
Nothing remains, save a burning will to survive.
Grave Robber, who doesn't get an intro, and Plague Doctor.
Indiscriminate science stains the surgeon's hands.
Okay, so we need to set up some skills, first and foremost. This composition, it really suffers from any real damage, to be honest, which you might think is weird, because, I mean, look at this character. The Hellion, she's actually getting buffed in the next patch, which is sorely needed. But here's something that's really weird to me. Okay, you know the Highwayman? He had that skill called Wicked Slice, and one of the perks of that skill was that it ignores Death's Door resistance. Well, here's Wicked Hack, and it doesn't do that. Why? I don't really understand. You think that would be kind of a thing. I mean, you would think the Hellion, with her big-ass spear, would be good at executing people, but I don't know. In my opinion, I would do that. It would make her a lot better. But anyway, what skills do we want? This might actually be good. Barbaric Yop, if it bleeds. Well, she's going to be spending most of her time in the front rank, so we're going to take off if it bleeds in favor of Rakos Revelry, which is not very good, but it is a self-heal, and it is a stress heal, and those are... Healing and stress are two problems, kind of, that this composition also has, in addition to damage. It's kind of just bad in every way, I suppose. But this will help mitigate that. Runaway. Now, this character, I really want to like her, but she's very weird. Like, if you see here, front rank, burn, stealth, supports. she... I don't know, I guess she's good at all these things. Stealth is not extraordinarily valuable in most circumstances. This 15% crit, though, that'll be very nice. So, the skills we want for her are going to be Searing Strike, Dragonfly? Not sure if we want Dragonfly, because we don't want her to move back, really. Smokescreen. Smokescreen is very good when it's upgraded. It gives us blind to begin with, but also gives us some additional handy features. Cauterize would be very excellent. It's a way to cure bleed, and additionally here, heal 25% health. Very good. Firefly, we're not going to be using this if we can avoid it. Dragonfly. Firestarter. Firestarter is basically a buff. An enchantment, basically. Lets our heroes deal fire damage on hit, which is not bad. Backdraft is a complicated ability, or at least is for me, because I'm not very smart. Basically, we have a monster who's on fire, right? And we can deal 50% of the fire damage on the monster behind that target, right? So, it's weirdly worded, but I think that's the gist of what this ability does. Honestly, that doesn't sound very good, because if you stacked up any significant amount of burn on somebody, they're probably dead. Although, you know what, I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try that, because that might actually be really good now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, especially combined with Searing Strike. Okay, so we have 4 abilities. What will be our 5th one? Controlled Burn is another interesting ability. It actually targets a rank instead of a target, which is very interesting if you have any particular enemy that's spending a lot of time in one particular rank. Run and Hide, I just don't see the point of as far as this composition goes. I mean, the stealth can be nice for the final boss, I guess, but in general, not really that great. Ransack. This would be nice, I guess, but I don't know. I kind of want to be burning things, you know? But Dragonfly is just so... Dragonfly is just annoying because it's going to move us back, which conflicts with other things. Yeah, that move back could be really problematic with what I think my general strategy is going to be here. So I'm going to go with Controlled Burn. So we'll have that, and Audrey, the Grave Robber. Now she's got pretty good damage, at least when she crits, which she has a very high chance to crit with, especially with Thrown Dagger, which is going to be our principal damage ability, I think. We've also got Lunge. Lunge is great because A, it has a really high crit chance, and B, it kind of gives us a nice, like, heavy, like, punch to really knock someone out with. So that's a good ability. We have Repartee. This ability upsets me, alright? So what this ability would be for is, it could basically let the Grave Robber be like a dodge tank, right? And that sounds really good, but the problem with Repartee is that it's so slow, because if you noticed, it requires that the Grave Robber be stealthed to use it, which we can do that. We can do that with Shadow Fade, which we can take because we're using Lunge, which moves us forward too, so Shadow Fade would get her back in position. And then after all of that, we can finally Repartee. So that's my strategy there. The only problem with it is that I think it's just going to be really slow. I think it's going to be very slow. But honestly, we need some kind of defense. I mean, Hellion has a taunt, but the problem with that is it doesn't actually add any defense bonuses to her. So it's just kind of problematic, you know? Like, sure, she's absorbing the hits, but she's getting hit like a truck. She's not dodging, she's not blocking, so it's kind of difficult to use without, say, a man-at-arms to be the shield for her. So I think we'll take that off, actually, going back to our Hellion here, and put on Bleed Out, which is a problematic ability as well, because it causes Winded, which is a very annoying status effect specific to her. But I'm thinking we're going to unlock Adrenaline Rush for her on this campaign. So if this is anything like Darkest Dungeon 1, this can actually cure Winded. So that'll be very useful. And, okay, we need one more ability. Dead of Night is another good option. It also gives the Grave Robber Stealth, which means we can use Repartee. And it's a self-heal, a very strong self-heal, in fact, so that'll help out with our healing, I think. The only other option I would consider is... Actually, I don't know. I think... this is now, I don't know if this ×3 dodge stacks with the ×3 dodge from this. I'm guessing 3 is probably the cap, so Absinthe could be good. Especially because Dead of Night, you know, it requires a corpse for us to hit. I don't know, I'm gonna go with my gut feeling. We're gonna go Dead of Night Repartee, just to ensure that she can get stealthed as often as possible. My only other consideration for abilities might be Flashing Daggers, but 2-3 on the middle row, not really that appealing, to be honest. There's also Poison Dart, which is fine. Pick to the Face, of course, also pretty good, because it ignores block. But considering we have, you know, lots of DOT, I don't think that's strictly necessary. We have ways to deal with armor already. And our Plague Doctor. Now, Ounce of Prevention, I think, is necessary here, because upgraded, the skill will heal stress, and that's something this party is going to struggle with. I can tell off the bat. I mean, we have Raucous Revelry to help as well, but very annoyingly, it only heals everyone else for -1. Which is what this does as well, but this doesn't have any conditions, like, it doesn't cause the Hellion to get winded. So, that'll be helpful to have. Battlefield Medicine, of course, why would we not take that? Emboldening Vapors, I'm not sure about. I feel like Emboldening Vapors would just slow us down. Yeah, because we have so little, like, real defense, or stress heal for that matter, I think Emboldening Vapors would just be too slow. I think we just need to burn enemies down and prevent them from hitting us in the first place. This would be the optimal idea. Now, Indiscriminate Science. Here's the thing. I think that this ability might have actually saved the Best Medicine run against the final boss. Because upgraded, it actually removes all negative tokens. And if you watched that last run with the Best Medicine, that boss gives out a lot of negative tokens. So, this is useful. In fact, it might be very useful, because Toe-to-Toe gives a bunch of negative tokens. So yeah, that might actually be pretty great. Yeah. So yeah, I think we'll take out Raucous Revelry. And do Toe-to-Toe, actually, because she can still use, even though it's a forward one, she can still use it in the front row, which often that's not the case. And it gives her, I think this counts as 3. It counts the 2 taunts separately with Indiscriminate Science. So that, I think, would be very useful. I think we'll take that over Plague Grenades, at least situationally, because we don't really have much of a problem hitting the back line either. We have ways to do that. So I think that'll work. And of course, we'll give our heroes some fancy names. Since this is a different composition, we'll give them different names. So we're the Sisters of Battles. Well, this is going to be Four Eyes, the Nerd Girl. This will be the Valley Girl. Our Runaway will be the Goth. And our Hellion Actually borrowing this name from a friend, because it's just really good. Her name shall be Bitch Salad. So, this is our composition. Didn't really look at our quirks here. Amateur Armorsmith, that's actually pretty great for a healer, because it helps keep her alive. Needler, Sharp Wit, Sharper Words, might be problematic. Sluice Tactician. While in the sluice, 5% crits. So I actually went to the sluice off camera, and it went really well, actually. And I discovered something, that the sluice does not actually count as a region. It's like a bonus stage. So we might go to the sluice, because that's very advantageous if we can, like, handle the combat there, which we might be able to? I don't know. You do want quite a bit of bleed. I'm not sure how resistant they are to burn. I don't know, we'll see how things go. What was I doing? Oh, right, I was checking quirks. Head injury, 50% chance to be dazed at combat start. That sucks. Runaway, we noticed earlier she had deadly. That's fantastic. Fantastic quirk. Just a straight up plus 15% crit. I assume that applies equally to all of her abilities. Most of which don't actually crit. So, I mean, 20% chance to crit on the Searing Strike, not unreasonable. And Photer Explorer, Vicious. Oh, this is actually good. I mean, she gets a chance for a negative token. That synergizes with Indiscriminate Science, when we upgrade it, at least. Alright. Like I said, I don't have much confidence in this team, but you know, whole point of this game is hope. There's no shame in trying. We're gonna do our best. Let's go.
The flame, sacred and sputtering. The last hope for us all.
Of course, we start off with the Academics Cache. This is always here, if you weren't able to guess that. See what we get.
The potency still lingers in some of these well-worn relics.
Ooh, school. This is pretty good. Not the best. I was hoping for like a pig with fixins. That's a great item to get out of here to start with. But this... You know, why don't we just give both of these to the Goth? Because she could just crit like a mage woman. You know, that's another 6% crit. I think that could work. May as well equip these. And let's go. We'll have our first little tutorial fight to see how we can handle ourselves. I think Searing Strike.
Interminable faculty mixers became something of a delight, knowing we'd abscond to a quiet table and lose ourselves in riveting discussion and passionate debate.
Yeah, so I think Searing Strike is going to be a big part of my main damage force, given the Goth's penchant for critical strikes. Doesn't really matter what we choose here, just, how about everyone likes the Goth? Or everyone likes Nerd Girl. Everyone likes Nerd Girl.
In this world, wealth is worthless without purpose.
Where is the little roadblock? We're gonna kill ourselves some zombies. Hopefully with some degree of efficiency. I'm hoping the Goth is just gonna crit constantly, because that would be fantastic.
Comforts are exhausted. Ahead, only trial and tribulation.
Not exactly news, Wayne.
You see, even your valley is not immune to the spreading stain.
Alright, let's rock. Alright, Goth. Impress us with just a nice fat crit.
Excellent work.
Nice. Got a 25% chance to crit. That is nothing to sneeze at. And Bitch Salad will finish them off. 2 attacks to kill 1 enemy. Not bad. Got me good. Nice. So, no reason to just not go for straight damage here. Now. So just go for the lunge. Didn't exactly do the damage I was hoping for. Shadow Fade. Get the Goth back in position for hopefully a nice tasty crit that'll kill them instantly. Nice!
One less obstacle in our path. Push on to the inn. Rest and resupply await you. Rest tonight, under the mountain's unblinking gaze.
Alrighty then. The first inn.
The first of many forks in the road. Choose your path and ride out unbowed.
Oh, 3 mastery points is very tempting, but I'm not sure how we'd fare against cultists, to be completely honest. It's a tall order. Oh, but if we go backcountry, got 200% cultist encounters. We'll try. We'll try. Yeah.
Our great cities burn. All that beauty and knowledge. Ash on the wind.
Alright. Ooh, invigorating stew. Made of chicken, corn, onions. Songbook of amorous ballads. Do we have anyone that's blocked from this? Because I really like starting. I really like starting with that party-wide positive affinity change chance. Of course, it might backfire completely. In fact, that's exactly what happened last time I used this item, but you know, I think we'll get that.
Something to ease the rigors of the road.
And I think we'll get these caltrops because these would actually be very useful for a cultist battle because it can clear out the dodges. So yeah, I think we'll do that. Now then, everybody, let's have a nice drinking party. Alright, only one bad roll there. Plague Doctor has a habit of being able to fix relationships because supportive abilities are a great way to get that. So, can I stack these? There we go. Now, what do we do next? Oh,
Planning and mindfulness.
throw that on.
As vital to survival as sharpened steel.
Now, first ability choice. Uncertain. Repartee upgrades that, get a super dodge. That would be good, especially if we want like the idea of a dodge tank to work. Yeah, although upgrading this gives a base crit chance of 10, so that would bring that up to like 35 base crit chance? For the Goth here, that's nothing to sneeze at. But I don't know. I don't know. Said before, this is a learning experience. Ooh, the upgrade to that is pretty nice. Ignore his armor. Be definitely something to consider in the future, but I think we're going to go with Repartee. The super dodge. The difference between 75% and 50% is not insignificant.
Conventional fare, but fairly priced.
So I think we'll definitely do that. Give her those, give her these. Alright, so we should probably use these as well. Speed bag. Chance to spawn dodge token each turn until next in. Well, this would be good for you. Although, do you have toe-to-toe? You do have toe-to-toe. So maybe we should give this to you, because that gives us another option for tanking, theoretically. Plus, it's going to take us a long time to get our dodges set up, so having that extra layer of defense would not be a bad idea. Holy Bead. Chance to spawn positive token each combat turn. Well, we want to try to win a cultist battle, so I think this would serve us well on the Goth. Gulp? No, I'll try him. I'm not scared. Alright. We might lose in the first region, but, you know, nothing wrong with that. Let's embark. If I do win this cultist battle, I'm gonna feel a lot more confident, I will say that.
Behold, the great cities of man, ruined and aflame.
Alright, where do we want to go?
Destiny will not be denied.
Well, there's our cultist encounter. Honestly, I think it might be for the best to just knock that out as soon as possible. Kind of want to be on the lookout for hero shrines as well, which there is right there. I mean, I think if we just go left all day, that wouldn't be terrible. We even end on a hospital, so we can patch our wounds, the inevitable chance that we are mighty hurting. So we're going to go left. Probably going to be going left a lot.
Chaos must be met with unwavering resolve.
The Goth and Valley Girl are getting along. It's unexpected. What he said, the Chaos? So this is a resistance encounter, isn't it? Kind of unfortunate that our principal damage dealer is fire-based, and we're in the fire level. Alright. Everyone be friends with Nerd Girl. Oh. Respectful.
Tried and tested. A bond to be counted on.
I guess Four Eyes is probably like a light goth, I suppose. The Goth is trying to like sway her deeper into the circle. Bad start. We should run! Okay, we need a little more confidence in that. Okay. Let's go ahead and get the lunge. Hopefully kill this lost soul instantly. That would be very convenient. Not so. And that's... oh god. Oh no, this is awful. She can do literally nothing here. Oh god, this is bad. So, this is not exactly the best combination of abilities. Huh. I guess. You still have to move because that doesn't entirely count as an action. Oh god. My confidence is shot already. I didn't think of this. Nasty things happen if the Goth goes after her. Now our Hellion's in the back. This is awful. This is absolute. Oh my god. I can't even move? What? Why can't she move? Oh, because you're immobilized? This is... oh boy. Well, that might not be the worst thing in the world. We might have a odd interaction with Fade back next turn. So I don't know. This is a bad start to this adventure. have to pass. Nothing else we can do. Alright, how about we blind? Try to take 2 enemies out of the equation for next turn. Now then, let's, I guess, go for the kill.
A promising development.
Oh, this is terrible. Now, Noxious Blast. Now we should heal.
A little help, impeccably timed.
And you're just stuck doing absolutely nothing. Okay, good news is, she cannot... Oh, right, Shadow Fade, that's what I want to do, not Repartee. Do that, and that'll get our frontliners back in the front line. It took us way too long to do that. We need to kill this guy. He's the one that caused most of those problems. Dragging people around like a jerk. So let's try to end your life.
A breakthrough.
Not bad. And we will repartee. Get our dodges and taunts out. Alright, not impressing me so far. A lot of good that super dodge did. A little late. Especially since that was like a 2-target attack, so it literally did not matter. Oh boy. Okay, you should be dead. Absolutely.
Suffering strengthens the bond.
If everyone can just get in a good relationship, I suppose that would help. Okay, we can toe-to-toe at least. That will lock her in place in the 2nd rank. That's what we need to do. We need to start with toe-to-toe so she gets stuck in the front line. And that's not fun. I didn't like that at all. Please just eat. Oh, God. Okay, do that. That puts her in the back line again. Probably a mistake. At least he's dead. There's that. This team, we really need to find some hero shrines because our abilities are not the best.
Mistimed.
Gotta clear out those dodges somehow. Fortunately, this doesn't yet cure positive or negative tokens. Which is really annoying. I kind of wish that was the other way around, but then I guess just nobody would ever upgrade it. Clear out the dodge. This is... We're just gonna get destroyed on the first fight, aren't we? Hey, at least you got Amateur Armor Smith going. That's something. You have to dodge, I guess. And you can do nothing. Thank you, that's very useful. Crap, she's not immobilized anymore. Otherwise, we'd just be able to swap places with the Grave Robber. God, this is like... This is awful. We need to revise some abilities after this. Shadow Fade, I guess. This is what I was thinking. We're just way too slow, really. Okay, toe-to-toe, lock her in the front row. That's something. Please stop dodging, for the love of God. I think we should fixate our attention on her. We're just... All we've done for like the last 3 attacks is just clear his dodge. And she's gonna be dead already. Oh my God. Oh God. This is awful. This team does not work. At least with these abilities. 4, 6 would be enough. 8-2. Yep, he's dead. That's something.
Fight through the fatigue.
Dead? Dead. Alright, well, that's
Let
just
us
marvelous.
hope they
That's...
find peace.
This was the worst run I have ever done. Honestly, I think if you get a death that early on, it's just, let's just abandon the run. You know what? I'm gonna put this up as a video, but we're gonna try a different team composition because that was awful. That was terrible.
Remain undeterred.
That team
and you
did
will
not
yet
work at
prevail.
all. I think it probably would have helped a lot to have given the Goth Ransack, because then she could have actually have done something in the 3rd rank. So you know what? We're gonna try again. We're gonna try again. We're gonna try the Sisters of Battle again, and this time we're gonna use Ransack.